Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to juggle. Juggling is a very unimportant skill to learn unless you work at the circus. But it's a cool skill to learn because you can impress your friends, it looks cool, and honestly it's pretty fun to do. I'm not the best juggler in the world, but I was once in your position on the other side of the screen trying to learn how to juggle. So today I'm going to share the tips that helped me learn how to juggle and show you step by step how to juggle. First, you want to understand how juggling works. So, there are multiple ways to juggle, and I don't mean actual multiple ways, but you can either juggle with 2 balls in one hand, this is best for people with only one arm, or you can juggle with 3 balls in 2 hands. This is the most common way to juggle. 3 balls, 2 hands. The first thing you want to do is get yourself either 2 or 3 balls, okay? So these can be tennis balls, just any type of balls you have laying around. But I think it is best if you hop on Amazon, buy some juggling balls for $10. They're not very expensive, and honestly, I think they help with juggling. Any balls will do, but these balls are always best because they're meant for juggling and they're meant for catching. The problem with tennis balls is they're just a little bit bouncy, but you can still do it with tennis balls. I can do it with tennis balls. Anybody can learn with anything, no excuses. After you got your balls, you want to decide what you want to do. Today I'm going to teach you the most common way, which is the 2 hands and 3 balls. Now after you got your balls and you want to decide what you want to do, the first thing I would recommend is learning how juggling actually works. So basically, how this works is you're going to start with 2 balls in one hand. I always start in my right hand, but I can start in my left hand if I want to. It doesn't matter. But you want to practice both ways if you're just starting so that you can do it both ways. So you got 2 balls in one hand, 1 ball in the other hand. In the hand with 2 balls, you want to have 1 ball in the back of your palm with your thumb, your ring, and your pinky holding that back ball, okay? And then the top ball, your thumb, your index, and your middle finger. So you have the balls like this. This hand, you just hold the ball, nothing special. But this one, it's best to have them holding like this. So after you got them held like that, you want to throw the ball on top directly into the other hand. You want to throw the ball on top above your head so that it lands almost directly into the other hand. Boom. Boom. So basically how juggling works is after you throw this ball, before you catch this ball, you want to throw the other ball in your other hand. So it's boom, 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 boom. See? Right before I catch that other ball, I throw the ball in the other hand. After you throw the other ball, all you do is repeat. While you throw this ball, it goes into this hand, and this ball is already in the air, and so you want to throw it to this hand, and this ball leaves this hand, goes into this hand, but you want to throw before you catch. That's how juggling works. That's how it looks cool. Watch how I'm throwing the ball before I catch the one that was in the air. So after you know how juggling works, now you start actually practicing. So like I said, there are multiple ways you can juggle with multiple balls, but today I'm going to teach you just with the 3 balls with both your hands, alright? So what I want you to do actually is start out with just 1 ball, okay? All I want you to do with this ball is throw it up and catch it in your other hand. And try not to move your hands as much as possible. Try to get it to just land in the other hand and catch it. And I want you to do it with both hands too. My left hand is lacking, but both hands is better. Now after you've thrown this 1 ball back and forth in your hands a few times, make sure you can get it at least like 10 times, I would say. And then I want you to grab your other ball. Okay, so you got 2 balls, 1 in each hand, okay? This is where you actually start getting the juggling tactic down. So you want to start with 1 ball in each hand, throw this ball up, and then throw the other ball before you catch the other one. So it's boom, throw that one, boom. Boom, throw that one, boom. Boom, throw that one, boom. Now, I want you to do it with your other hand. Boom, throw that one, boom. Boom, throw that one, boom. And stick around to the end of the video because the tips and tricks will really help you with learning the skill. After you can do that about 10 times, and I don't just want these to be any 10 times, I want you to get it 10 times and make sure that it's controlled, okay? You don't want the balls flying everywhere, hitting all the walls and ceilings and stuff. You want it to be controlled and you want to be able to catch both of them easily, okay? It should be easy for you. Now after you can do that at least 10 times without messing up once, you're going to grab your third ball, alright? Now this is where you want to find which hand is most comfortable for you. Mine is my right, but I can also do it with my left hand, as I said before. But I always usually start in my right hand. For you guys, you want to do both multiple times and practice with both. So you want to start 2 balls in this hand, and all you want to do is throw this ball up, throw that ball, and catch. So the exact same thing that you did with the 2 balls, but with this ball always staying here with, once again, your thumb, ring, and pinky finger. It's very important to practice with both hands. Now after you've done that, you're going to start actually trying to juggle and just getting as many reps as you can. So once you throw this ball's in the air, this is what you've been doing. But when this ball comes back, I want you to throw the other ball and then just keep going for as long as you can. So throw, 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 throw. Alright, and I just want you to get as many reps as you can. After this, literally all you have to do is practice. Just do it every day, or almost every day, depending on how much time you have. But basically, you just want to practice. You practice, and I promise you'll get it, okay? And if you can't do it, go back to your basics. 2 balls, just practice that. Control it. That's it. And just practice and practice, and then you can pretty much go for as long as you want until your shoulders wear out. That's where you need to start working out, get that shoulder strength, keep your arms up, and you can juggle for longer. Alright, so by now, you're probably being impatient, you've already started practicing, but my tricks and tips will help you a lot with learning how to juggle. So this is where I'm going to go into precise detail on what you need to do and what helped me learn how to juggle, what I was struggling with, all that. Let's talk about your arms. This is very important for when you're learning how to juggle. You don't want your arms flailing all over the place trying to catch the balls, okay? That's why you need to be able to control the balls. This helps with your arm placement. 1, you want to have your elbows pretty close to your side. Number 2, you want to have your arms just lower than a 90-degree angle. I would say like 75, 80 degrees. That's where I usually keep my arms at when I'm juggling and try to keep them there. Now number 3, this has to do where you throw the balls, okay? So this is a very useful tip. You want to throw as high as you can. I'm hitting the ceiling, but if you have higher ceilings or an open ceiling, definitely try to throw them higher, because this gives you a lot more time to get under the ball, and it gives you a lot more time to throw this ball before this ball lands. You see what I'm saying? After you can throw it high, you eventually want to learn how to go lower. This is not just how to juggle better, but it also looks a lot cooler, and I just messed up. it looks a lot cooler when you can do smaller reps like this and smaller throws. It just looks a lot cooler, it's a lot faster, a lot harder. And I just messed up again. So when you first start out, throw it pretty high, it's a lot easier. And then get down to about 3 inches above your head, and then you can get down to about, and then I'd say the sweet spot is about 3 to 5 inches above your head. That's where I usually throw it at. Okay, this next tip might be the most important of it all, and this is where to watch, where your eyesight and eye line goes. So it might be different for some of y'all, but for me, it's best to have all the balls and both your hands seen at all times, okay? So you want to look slightly up, but in the very bottom of your eyesight, you want to be able to see your hands, okay? And then after that, when you actually start juggling, usually, and this might just be for me, but I usually like to look at the ball that's in the air. And since I can see my hands, it's easier to catch it since I can see the ball and let it land in my hand. You want to be looking at the ball that's in the air. Since you can see your hands, you can see the ball going into your hand. It makes it a lot easier. If you're looking directly at your hands, or trying to look at every ball at the same time, or just not looking anywhere, it's a lot harder. So have your eyesight so that where you can see pretty much everything, but look a little bit up. Look up at probably like a 10-degree angle, maybe 20, and this will make your juggling a lot easier. So the last tip I have is watch other YouTubers. Watch other YouTube videos that teach you how to juggle. Some people are way better at juggling than me. I'm pretty sure they have better tips, but I hope this video helped you, and if you liked it, click the like button, help me out a lot. And once again, just practice, and I promise you'll get there eventually.